kids and a good wife. Building my relationship up with God so I can live right. Protecting my peace, my heart is at ease, don't bother me. I had to be free, that ain't what I need, no stressing me.
Good morning, y'all. We are ready to rock and roll. Mr. Gem Ceasar, everybody. What's happening? He's here. He made it.
Talk about the Marsh a little bit. The Marsh is like me. It's very unique, but it's multi-purposeful. I guess that's a word. That's a word, multi-purposeful. Well, we're gonna make it one. There's so many things you can do in the marsh, from fishing to hunting. But where we were, literally, if we wanted to, we could have caught reds right then and there. If the wind would have permitted, we could have swapped out the tugboat for a skiff and literally go pull for some reds and sight fishing.
As I went down to the river to pray, studying about that blood.
Louisiana Olympics, like lifting duck totes full of ducks, hauling stuff out the woods. I'm so Louisiana, bruh. If you know, Louisiana is very deep into the music world. We have some of today's hottest artists, from Lil Wayne, NBA Youngboy, Master P, all those guys. It trickled down now into the outdoors. Music is just kind of like something I always grew up doing. I grew up in a church home. My dad was a pastor, so like Sundays were like concert days, singing in the choir, 3 different churches, and it kind of like stuck with me. So I would always listen to, you know, the hip hop music. I love hard 808 beats, stuff like that. But I couldn't relate to what they were saying. I couldn't relate to the lyrics because I ain't never killed nobody, nor do I want to kill anybody. So I was like, man, I got to change that up. So one day I got to freestyling in the truck, and my partners was like, bro, you need to record that. And you know, like everybody else, you know, they always saying it's good. I didn't believe it. So one day I went out on a whim. I got some studio time. I made a song called Going on a Hunt. And it instantly like took off. Like within a week, it was like at 100,000 streams.
I remember growing up, wishing I can hunt ducks, glued to the TV screen, watching them live out my dream. Papa did the best he could, took me walking through the woods. Every chance he get, he'd take me fishing, kept me out the hood. Fast forward 2014, I was young and I was chasing big dreams, snagging on the river with some ripped jeans. I used to beg my partner just to film me. Always remember what I come from and no forgetting. Moved down a couple years, 2016, worked hard all summer, saved up my money, bought a camera, hit the ground running, thugged it out on public land. Tried so hard to get a kill on camera, I was struggling. Plus, and no one won't believe. Social media critics on my post, why did they come for me? Target on my back because I'm black, why would they do me that? Let's get back on track, I had to focus, ain't no giving up. Let me tell you about the time I finally killed a buck. Hold your head down. December 21st, it changed my life forever. He was coming downwind, he ain't even noticed me. I stood up and grabbed my bow, he made his way down through the funnel. I drew back, I'm locked, I'm ready to rock, it ain't no turning back. It's like a million ride when they take I can shoot him, so my hair will fly, then he died within 40 yards. Send my thanks to heaven, cause I have to give thanks to God. Beating you with it within a couple days.
Yeah. If I didn't hold her, she'd have beat Cypher's there probably.
I can never give it up, I had to stay strong. How could I forget to mention when I was running through thickets, rabbit hunt with old heads. We were trying to get a limit, penny pack of big amounts, sounding like dog pounds. Catch them trying to cross the lane, then I had to cut them down. I see the times are changing, overlooked for so long, to see a change is amazing. Outdoor magazines seeing familiar faces, to see a face was in my mind, shit, we finally made it. Brothers going up, so now the sponsors hitting my phone. Not too many had good intentions, so I was let down. Had to level up hunting ducks, so I went and bought a boat. XL 15 foot, my buddy 35. Alex put me on with Tangle Free, he always did believe. That was 2017, I was still chasing the dream. Manifested bigger things, then one day I couldn't believe. Sick, I sent the pack in, forever locked in 16. Oh Lord, look how the Lord work. Rewarded for all of my hard work. Oh Lord, look how the Lord work. Rewarded for all of my hard work. Can't forget about you, Joseph. Told you one day we'll take over. Cause of you I started rapping, freestyle in the avalanche. You told me just to free my mind. Since then we've grown apart, but I still wanna see you shine. Forever you'll be in my heart. Here we are 6 years later, now I'm up a million streams. I'm focused on the finer things, back and forth to burn rules, 1,000 hours in the stool. My heart told me to keep the peace, so I'm gonna say my piece. All my dark corners standing tall, forever have love for y'all. Together we bring change, together like yin yang. Together like yin and yang.
She's just a trick dog, not a duck dog. Hold. You gotta catch it. Finley. Over there. And then we'll go set up. Perfect. 3 more right there.
First and foremost, I write these songs because it's a part of who I am. Music is one of those things that everybody can relate to, everybody can, come together and enjoy, and that's like just a gateway to introduce a lot of new things. I also incorporate my faith in chasing Christ and being more like Him every day, and I incorporate that into my music, and people see how I'm thankful to be able to enjoy His creation, like all these ducks, all this marsh. He's the reason for the season. So like to be able to put all that into one and make that gumbo, it's amazing. I couldn't ask for anything else, and I'm really enjoying this pursuit that I'm on.
We got 2 out of that. Yes. I know you just ate that. I know you just ate that. Touch him up, both of them. Good shooting. Let's go. Girl, come on.
I've been able to cross duck hunting with also getting closer to Christ, and when I tell you He has opened so many doors for me through doing that, because I always asked Him, I want to use my gift to work for Him and serve His name. So now you'll hear me on my intros like God is good, and that's just what it is. Then I get into talking about some real slick duck talk. So music is a release. It's a way I can tell a story that I couldn't put into like MLA format.
My favorite part about duck hunting is honestly just like the setup of being around friends in close quarters and having a good time. At least for me, it's not about the amount of ducks we shoot, it's about the time that's spent. And I really enjoyed the guys that we were here with, getting to know them making us feel like family, and that being a part of Louisiana's culture is acting like they know you, which is something that not a lot of people do, and I think it's something that we could all use a little bit more of.
Straight back. Oh no, I thought it was.
Nice shot, dude.
There's no doubt about who just shot that one. Where my money?
Yeah, I know. Finley's like, I see it. Touch him up.
Yeah!
We are dog people all the way, and so we love to admire these dogs' work. They do what God designed them to do, and it is so cool to see it come to life. It's like all they care about. It's all that they want to live for is what they were designed for, and they just do it so well, and they just bring so much joy to the duck hunting community itself. Like it goes hand in hand. I don't think it would be a proper duck hunt without the dogs. Gem's is Cypress May and Ty's is Finley. They are both just a bundle of passion and joy, and they're both adorable, but they both have their own unique personalities. Finley is all excitement, go, go, go all the time, and Cypress is on when she needs to be, but when she's not, she's a little goofball.
No, the bird I shot, yeah. The bird I shot, she, give, fetch. Hey, no, fetch. Give, good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
I would like girl meat. Look at her. Hey girl, thanks for getting my ducks this morning. Yeah. Is that good stuff? Hey, Paul. Paul. Yeah.
Hold. 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 Finley. Oh, you threw them all, pup.
If I had to say my top waterfowl moments while on duck hunts is whenever nobody's paying attention and all you hear is and the ducks done already passed. Something about that is super exciting because for me, it's not all about the kill. Sometimes I like the memorable things that happen to everybody that you never forget. So you be like, right side, where you at? You weak, you weak, you weak. And you know, whole time everybody got burned, but you want to call them out first, so you don't want to take the blame. But when ducks pass by and nobody knows it, that's kind of like a real highlight of my hunts. That happens a lot often, especially when I'm hunting with cold.
Yeah. I don't even have a shell in my gun, so that's you. Dude, they flew at you at 300 miles an hour. Did you see him? No.
No, I didn't see
Look at
him.
this duck, Jesus. Going nuts.
That was the problem. I didn't see him.
Here.
Fighter jets on
Dude,
that
I
one.
pulled up. Click. I didn't even have a shell in my gun. Hey, over here. No. Here. Give. Come on. Come on. Load up. Load up. Good girl. Good girl.
Nice.
Motley crew.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Yep. That's our mallards right there.
Yeah.
The Louisiana mallard.
Modeled.
Yeah. Little model duck.
That's awesome. First impression of Ty was like, man, this guy's pretty serious about his craft. But after a few days of hunting with him and getting to see kind of the goofy, laid-back side of Ty, I think my first impression may have been wrong.
He's just one of the last Mohicans that actually has a real passion for the outdoors, and he makes it happen.
It feels automatic when you're with someone like that, but when you really take a step back, you know that that doesn't come easy, and it's not automatic, and it's hard fought for knowledge that allows him to be that successful. The sun went down and we kind of just sat there on the boat and we watched these teal just flying overhead, and we kind of just stopped and just sat there and watched just mountains of birds just flying through and getting into their roosts, and is in that blue light where everything is just pretty and you just sit there and embrace the moment. Because for me, those are the moments that I'm really out there for, where your heart and your mind are just peaceful and quiet.
Plus 8 grams of protein. Keep refrigerated and frozen. Fully cooked. When we getting into duck favorites, number one, I really like them all, but my favorite duck is a blue-winged teal. There's not many things that I look at and want to bite, but there's 3. Number 1 being a tuna fish. Number 2, a rabbit. When I see a rabbit in some bushes or something like that, I'm like, man, I want to bite him. And number 3, old blue-winged teal. Every time I see that little patch, whenever they fly through, it's like my mouth starts watering. Like, I can't wait to kill them. Like, I'll take a 5-man of freaking blue wings any day. So blue-winged teal are definitely number 1 on my list. Number 1. Those 3 things are some things that I could just look at and be like, man, I want to bite them, like mouth-watering type deal. And if you understand where I'm coming from, go and let us know how you feel about that in the comments.
Fast forward half a year and we found ourselves right back in the Louisiana marsh, but this time it was in the dead of summer and it was hot. And I mean Louisiana hot. I think we were reaching temperatures of 115, and that's just the way Louisiana is. They like it that way down there. We were also lucky enough to get to spend the next few days with Charles and Forrest, who live, eat, and breathe this marsh. I mean, they spend so much time back here.
It's funny because like I always have this conversation with Nicole, my wife, and you know, we spend a lot of time on the panhandle in the summer, sometimes hanging out, and we love to go to the beach, we love to go to the mountains, we love to go places, but I always tell her, I'm like, we'll never not live in Louisiana. I'm like, there's cool places to go in the summer, but it's just some place that I can't be away from. But I still tell people, I'm like, there's no place better on earth to catch a redfish. I mean, a bad day here is still probably one of the greatest days. And I've fished all over. I fished the Panhandle, I've fished in Texas, and I've fished some on the East Coast too. And it's still the best place to do it no matter what.
For me, it's really rewarding to get to put Ty on the front of his own boat and pole him around because normally he's the one having to do all the poling. And well, that was one of my goals for this trip, was to get Ty on a redfish and kind of swap him out. Even though he insists that he's caught enough redfish in his life, which I'm sure is true, but we all know that sometimes you just got to get one in the boat. You got to show people how it's done. And so that was probably one of the better parts of this trip for me, is just getting to say thank you to Ty and pulling him around and getting him on a red. We have a scoring system for today.
It's called Ty's fished Delacroix whole life, and this is me and Forrest like third time.
I've only fished it like 10 times, but the 10 times I have fished it have been pretty good.
That's just such a chicken mentality. It's not even funny.
No, I never say we're not going to beat him.
That's a tap out. Oh, you're just setting.
Oh, I'm glad you got my net.
You're setting the standard, saying like,
Yeah.
Ty's fish your whole
So-
life.
so
and we're
when
about
we,
to beat him.
When we catch one fish, it's worth like 5 points versus Ty's like 2.
There it is.
I've been sitting here reminiscing about the good old days and how I miss it. Springtime, me and Pops going fishing. What I wouldn't live just to relive it. You never really realize how fast the time flies. In just one blink of an eye, it all goes by. I don't know where to go, but I'm still traveling down this road all alone, on my own. Hopefully I find my way back home, but this I know, it really don't matter how far you go. With God on your side, it'll be alright. Prepare for the worst and enjoy the ride. They say that home is where the heart is, but how is there a home when I've been heartless? I'm still searching for love regardless. Why no one tell me how hard this is? Cheers to the ones that I got.
What are you doing?
That was right over him, wasn't it?
Yeah. Stuff right there.
I don't see
It
it.
went down. He just ran away. No open mouth or nothing. Look at him with him. Look at him. You see him?
Yeah.
He's like, where's mine? That's the only reason I'll put 9 weights this time of year. They were down. Glued to the bottom. Yeah, that's how these were over there. There was one right at the last one we saw. Was just kind of, he wasn't glued to the bottom, he was on the bottom, he was swimming, and he ate. But that was... Yeah. Well, let's go. I'm going to go out into the lake. Let's go in that little corner right here. Look at Charles. 2 fish in his boat in one day.
That's the most you ever caught. Maybe even tell you how I got my last name. Win some, lose some, charges to the game. Charges to the game. And I don't even care about the fame. I'm never gonna change. Just a small town boy trying to make a big change. They see him doing better, moving on to bigger things. They know it ain't no stopping, I got motion like a train. Lord, send me a blessing that's 5 feet high. Pretty soft skin, light colored eyes. When we together, I'm on cloud 9. I'm on cloud 9. And I don't know where to go, but I'm still traveling down this road all alone, on my own. Hopefully I find my way back home. But this I know, it really don't matter how far you go. With God on your side, it'll be alright. Prepare for the worst and enjoy the ride. They say that home is where the heart is, but how is there a home when I've been heartless? I'm still searching for love regardless. Why no one tell me how hard this is? Why no one tell me how hard this is? Why no one tell me how hard this is? Better now, and I'll make it pop proud. I'll make it pop proud. They see me doing better now.
I've been doing this for a long time, and I've been sight fishing redfish and fishing redfish for a very long time, and I never, ever, ever get tired of watching a fish open its mouth. I'm like, look, I like watching them. I don't care what it is. It can be a spook on a baitcaster, it can be a crawfish, it can be a spoon. Such a cool fish that we need to really appreciate more, take better care of, and I mean, it's nothing like early morning, calm morning, watching that tail glisten in the sunlight, watching a fish just lose his mind.
Yeah, baby.
Jeez, that's a giant.
That's a good one.
I guess he's right out of it.
When they come up and rise up like that, that's the best. Come here, big dog.
That's a pretty fish.
Let's go.
If you love this place and you love fishing here and duck hunting and all, like, I don't care if you come 1 or 2 times a year, like, you have a say-so. You know, call somebody, make a call. Find out what you can do. There's been great people helping us with all kinds of things. The outdoors is a special place, and if you look at the percentages of the world that gets to spend time outdoors hunting and fishing, it's not a whole lot. So take care of it no matter where you're at. Just tagging them, a little dart tag here, just call it citizen science. Good way for other people to kind of, you know, if somebody else catches this fish, it's just a good way to get some kind of idea of what they're doing, how they're traveling, and how many fish are in the area especially. So, it's actually a gigantic male. Like, that's about as big as a male gets. Oh, he's pretty much ready. Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Is that a tire to the left? Go. Those are drum up there. Throw it those. They're going away from us. Nice. That's a nice big ugly. Little guy. Got him? Here, let me tag in the water.
Big old marsh donkey.
I'm just really thankful for the passions that God has put into these individuals, and it's encouraging to be around people like that. They make you want to be better. I hear whether it's Gem and listening to his passion for his craft and his music, all the way to Ty and Forrest and Charles. I mean, they all are very passionate about what they do, and they're all very good at what they do. And to be able to share the boat with people like that, that's what this series is all about.
In a world where there's 50 states for you to pursue, Louisiana is always going to stand out. It's always going to be out there on its own. From the food, the people, the culture, and even the activities. Just one of those places. Like Louisiana's kind of like a 50-state pursuit all on its own. You can do 50 different things here. You just got to have enough time in the day to do them.
Back on track again, I had to fall up in my Bible. Read the word, preached to my friends, we had to have a few revivals. Got on top, he's #1, the only one that I would idol. Fed up with sin, don't wanna burn, I had to go and get some cleansing. I'm on the road to better days, this right here is a new beginning. Besides Jehovah, I ain't winning. Read his word, pay close attention. I had a holy intervention, now I am set up on my mission. Lord, I'm a humble servant. For you, I'll continue searching. The Lord's word, forever worth it. Lord, I'm a humble servant. Pain inside my chest, it took my peace. In God, I found relief for the better days.